My name is Tanis Caine. I'm an attorney at Daley Orton. I've been a practicing attorney for approximately 5.5 years in both Massachusetts and Rhode Island. My primary legal focus is personal injury, including automobile accidents, catastrophic personal injury. I also handle medical malpractice cases and wrongful death claims. What drew me to that area of law is the fact that I can make a real tangible difference in someone's life, both by conveying a monetary benefit upon them after the resolution of their case, but also guiding them through the process itself. They receive compensation for, if we do our jobs right, they receive compensation for their medical bills, for lost wages. But the pain and suffering also, they deserve compensation for. They've suffered a lot. It can be physical due to limitations placed on them by their injuries. It can be psychological, lost time spent with family members, taking care of children, being able to engage in activities that bring them joy, and even just everyday activities that you and I can take for granted, such as cooking a meal or being able to get dressed in the morning. So the pain and suffering, it goes beyond what, maybe someone would traditionally think of pain and suffering. And so being able to also convert that into a monetary amount and being able to pass that on to our clients, that is really fulfilling for me as well. And that is actually the driving force behind why I continue to focus on personal injury and do what I do. For someone who's just starting a search for a lawyer, it's incredibly important that you feel comfortable with the lawyer that you're choosing. The majority of the time, the cases, they could last 6 months, a year, even longer. So you need to be comfortable being in it for the long run with the attorney and the whole firm, to be honest, because you won't just be dealing with the attorney or dealing with the paralegals, the other staff at the office. So just having that level of comfort when you come into the office for that, first appointment to get to know the attorney, I'd say is incredibly important. Second would be communication. Is the attorney a good communicator? Are they going to be accessible to you to provide updates, or even to I've had clients just call because they're venting their frustration, and that is okay. I take those calls and then I help them through what is frustrating. Can you not get in to see your provider, medical provider? Are you worried about the length of time this is taking? Is there something that we can do to adjust things for you while we are riding out this process, which, as I said, could take a long time depending on the case. So are you comfortable communicating with that attorney your needs? Could you see yourself calling them? So I think that first, that level of comfort with the attorney and the whole staff, as well as an open line of communication and accessibility to the attorneys and the others working on your case, would be of the most importance. When clients come to us and either they themselves have personally experienced a really traumatic, horrific, catastrophic injury, or a loved one of theirs has, and it has resulted in their loved one or themselves being, physically disabled as a result, or loss of life or limb, it's really important that we convey to the client that we don't entirely understand what you're going through, but we can help you get through this. We have seen it before. We have handled cases like yours before. And having that open communication as well, letting the client know, if you think I'm not understanding and not grasping the situation, please help me. I want to know. I want to know what you're going through. Talk to me about what the issues are that you're facing. If there's, physical limitations that you're facing that you need help for, extra assistance. If it's psychologically, this is taking a huge toll, you can call, you can talk to us. And we've also set up clients with resources outside in the community to help them get through this, because it's not just the injury itself that has a huge impact on the individual and the families, but also the litigation itself. A lot of times the litigation can be especially traumatic, because when a traumatic event happens, our instinct is to shy away from it. And as lawyers, unfortunately, we are we need them to keep reliving it as the litigation proceeds. And that is incredibly difficult. And so just we try to let our clients know that we understand that that is incredibly difficult. And if at any time they need to take a break, they need extra help, they need to, speak to us in private about something that's going on, we're there to support them through the process. Because it is an arduous one, and one that we have seen. We've seen a lot of these types of cases, and we're pretty confident that we can assist them through theirs as well. In my eyes, what makes our firm stand out from others is as soon as you come in the door, you're not just another claim number or a client file. We really get to know you and your story. It's important to us to get the whole picture of our client's situation when they come in. Not just what was your injuries, where did you treat, did you lose time from work, but we want to know about you as a person. What types of things do you enjoy doing? What were you doing and enjoying before you sustained the injuries? What would you like to go back to doing? Who are the important people in your life that are supporting you? A lot of times, this entire process, litigation isn't easy. I tell our clients that all of the time. It's going to be incredibly difficult. It's a roller coaster. There's ups and downs in litigation. And so having that support system in place, and I tell people, you can always call me. I will be your support. You can call our staff. And we really do mean that. We ensure that everyone that comes into our office, every person knows who that client is. From our paralegals, myself, the partner, we know you by name. We know who your family is. We understand what you're going through. And in that way, we create this sense of community here at the firm where if you need to call us, it doesn't matter if you were able to reach me, the partner, the paralegal, we know who you are, and we're able to either give you an answer or we understand what your case is about. And I think that really sets us apart as a firm. We genuinely care.